We also saw celebrities over the weekend speak out on another horrific murder. Rayshard Brooks, a 27-year-old black man, was fatally shot in the back by police in Atlanta on Friday night. And celebrities are continuing to use their voice in wake of the nationwide protests, and they have been using their platform to speak out on this too, including T.I., Kim Kardashian, and Justin Timberlake.
This is something I keep thinking about lately because we are all being called upon right now to use our voices, right?
Yep.
And celebrities have weighed in at times of election, especially in the past. I think like we've seen so many people get both support for weighing in for endorsing candidates, and then you have people saying, you're a celebrity, this isn't your place, you shouldn't get into politics. Like that's kind of the discourse that's happened in the past generally, I think. But right now feels different. Right now feels like everyone is being encouraged to speak up, use your voice, and not only encouraged, but it's kind of demanded, like use your platform. You have that voice and you have that influence. And I will say it's kind of this time where I think that's something to navigate as an influencer, as a celebrity. How are you suddenly supposed to like do what you know is right, but maybe you're not used to doing that, to knowing exactly how to do that. You might not necessarily have a history of activism, but you want to do it now. So I love seeing it. I approach it all with empathy. Like, Justin Timberlake said, as a dad, this hurts me. Even though there can be wrong ways to do that, you don't want to make it about you, but at the same time, just to show that humanity of like, look, I'm a dad. I get that Rayshard Brooks was a dad, and that's a human and relatable connection to make.
But it also says a lot, and I'm going to say it, that a white man, cis male, straight man is also speaking out on these issues. And I have to say, he said it best. Like Justin literally wrote on his Instagram that the system needs to change. It has repeatedly shown us that Black people in America are not safe. I'll follow up with more resources and ways to help. He says, continue to say their names, #Black Lives Matter. And I think you're right. We're in like a turning point right now where a lot of people are just so fed up that they feel like silence is not an option. Celebrities, there was a time where they wouldn't take a stand on social issues because of risking for fear of like maybe, losing fans, followers, maybe it hurting their career. But I feel like we're noticing this moment where people realize I need to use my voice and speak for those who can't, and it's amazing to watch, Well, and then there's, sorry, go ahead.
No, but also the fear too of, like, who am I to say something? I think on the one hand, sure, maybe people are afraid of their following, but there's also a thought of, what's my expertise in this area? I think people have probably thought, why should I necessarily weigh in when I don't really know much? And I do think that's the journey we have to go on with celebrities, with influencers, is like everybody's learning in many ways right now. Like people are on that journey, and then they're also sharing that journey. And so it's going to be imperfect. People will make mistakes. To me, the biggest thing is, are you trying? Are you making that effort?
Right.
And that's, it's steps,
It's steps, and there's just so many different ways to also kind of stand in solidarity, to incite some change, whether it's posting resources like Justin Timberlake said he's going to do, or speaking out on Black Lives Matter, or some people are even taking to the streets. I mean, even T.I., joining all these protests, T.I. among them. In fact, over the weekend in Atlanta, he attended protests over the killing of Rayshard Brooks. And we actually have a clip. Let's play it for you guys real quick.
I know we do a lot of talking about how far we have to go, but let's talk about what we've done. Let's talk about what we've done in such a short period of time. We have forced them to acknowledge the pain that has existed for years and years. We have forced them to take into account and consider what we've gone through ever since they brought us to this country. We have forced them to now be considerate of our lives, our liberties, and we can't let up off the gas.
So again, I feel like there's people who are fully activated like on social media and using their platform there, and then there's people like T.I. who are actually, pounding pavement next to everyone else demanding some real change.